Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Nancy from nancybadillo.com and I'm super excited today to go over a Etsy tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to increase your Etsy sales for 2018 using call to actions. I currently have a many call to actions at my Etsy shop, and they actually do help me increase my sales. So I thought, why not share with you guys different ideas that you could implement today on your Etsy shop that will help you increase your sales. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have not done so, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated with the latest Etsy tutorials. I will also be adding additional tutorials for marketing, how to grow your social media presence, and a little bit of Photoshop tutorials and many more additional videos related to digital marketing. So make sure you subscribe today. And let's start talking first about what is a call to action. Let's start defining what it is. So a call to action, also known as a CTA, you might see that as well, is a statement designed to make the reader take immediate action, such as buy now. You can also use it to take the reader to other specified sections, such as click below to view matching items. So an effective call to action will make the visitor perform the act that you are requesting immediately. So that's why they're so important to add. The call to actions will help you overall increase your visits, your views, and close out potential sale. So how can you implement a call to action to your Etsy shop? So there are different ways. You might come up with ideas, and if you do, at the end of the tutorial, make sure that if I didn't address that specific call to action that you actually use right now, make sure you leave it on the comment below so we can all learn as well. But number one, my first call to action is after the mock-up of my product. I actually use 3 call to actions. My first one is guiding the potential buyer to read the description, the listing description, which describes what they're buying for more information, and also to view matching items. So I'll give you an idea. So this sign that I sell is Mimosa Bar, and someone might, scroll through here and look at the mock-up of it to see how it looks on a black frame, to see how it looks on a white frame. But if they keep going, they're going to find this. This is a call to action. It says read the item description for more information on this listing and view matching items. And then I have like a little arrow pointing down. So what I'm trying to tell the customer is go down and read the description of this item. What's included, how to print it out, if you can make unlimited copies, refunds and exchanges, and so on. So this describes what they're buying, what comes included, how they could print it out, and so on. So this is a call to action. The nice thing about this as well is that maybe they want to buy this sign, but they want to buy additional matching signs. So by them looking at this call to action, they know I have view matching items. So they might come down here, see this matching items. This is another call to action. Click here, and now they're able to see all the matching items that I currently sell using that same style of flowers and font. I actually have over 59 items that match that particular listing. So this is a nice thing about it. And hopefully we'll land more sales because now the person is like, well, I need this sign, but I also need this and this and this. And they'll go ahead and buy it from you. So this is my first call to action. My second call to action that I have is promoting them to share whatever they purchase from my shop using my hashtag on Instagram. So I have right here, Instagram, share your photos with the hashtag Forever Happy Prints. And what I normally do is when they share that, I'll go ahead and share it on my Instagram page. I'll go ahead and like it. And the nice thing about this is that you could pretty much do it with any social media platform that you want to grow your brand awareness, reach new potential buyers, and connect with current customers. So you could use it for Facebook or you could use it for Pinterest. A lot of people say pin pin this post and you'll get 10% off. Or if you buy one listing and you pin it, we'll give you a second listing for 50% off. So these are ways that you could grow it. Another nice thing about it is that you would potentially get new customers because now their friends are seeing what they purchased from your store. So potentially growing your brand and increasing your sales. So let's move on to the third one. My third call to action is letting the customer know that when they buy from my shop, they're promoting a small business and they're supporting a dream. And this is what I have. It just says when you support small business, you're supporting a dream. Many people don't know that as an Etsy seller, you are considered a small business. And by adding this call to action here, you're almost like subconsciously influencing the customer to make a buy from your shop. So they might be like, oh, this is a small business. Let me help them out. It's only $5, or depending on what they're buying, they might just go ahead and buy from you. So it's just a nice thing to put. And hopefully, they'll look at that and be like, let me support them because I own a small business as well. So just a nice thing to put up there as well. Number 4, my fourth call to action, which I kind of showed you on the second one, is I place a call to action on my listing description for matching items. So if you go down here, you will see matching items. And it says click below to view all matching items. This is a call to action. Because now they are actually going to click here and go to view all matching items. I will say this. I initially was using a bit.ly. So bit.ly.com is like to shorten your URL. It makes this long URL nicer and prettier. However, the issue I ran into is that on Etsy, if you're browsing on a desktop, so if you're browsing on a computer or desktop and you have a bit.ly, it does work. However, if you're browsing on a mobile device or tablet and you have a bit.ly, so you shorten the URL and the customer clicks on it, it does not work. So knowing that majority of people, 65% of people, use their mobile devices to shop online, I do not suggest for you to use a bit.ly. Make sure you leave it long how it is. Do not shorten it down, because if you do, then when people are browsing through the mobile, they click on it, it will not work. So just to let you know, that's a pro tip. Make sure you leave it as long as it's as long. Just put the regular link. The fifth call to action that I currently have is that once they read all this, they read the description listing, what they're getting, how to print it, refunds and exchanges. On the bottom, I have the homepage link. The reason I have that is because a lot of people, they accidentally click the back button. And what does that do? It takes them back to the Etsy feed and they lose your store. So you want to make sure that you put that link there. That way when they're done reading, maybe they want to continue shopping in your store, they'll click here and it will take them to your homepage where all your items are at. That way you don't lose that potential customer from clicking the back button and losing your store. So just make sure that you add the link right there as well. Number 6 is not necessarily like a link or something that you put, but it's just the tone of when you talk to a customer. So my tip is when a customer sends you a request, like a custom request, or any type of message, make sure that you close out the conversation with a call to action. So for instance, the customer, this is like a script. The customer says, can I change the wording of this invite? But you as the Etsy seller, you say yes. And that's all you responded, yes. That's actually, you're answering the question, so great for you. But it's not something that would, me as a potential buyer, I would want to buy from you because you didn't tell me what to do, basically. So you want to make sure that if the person says, can I change the wording on this invite, a better way to respond would be, hi, how are you? Yes, I could change the wording on the invite for you. please go ahead and purchase the listing and leave me on Note to Seller the exact verbatim you want on the invite, and I will get the order started for you and have the proof for you within 1 or 2 days, whatever days you could do it. Thank you for considering my shop for your design. Also, click here to view matching items, so you put the matching items there so they could see other designs that go with that invite. And then, let them know, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions or concerns. As you could see the difference. You greeted them. You said, thank you for considering my shop. You told them, yes, I could do it. Go ahead and place the order so I could get started. And then on top of that, you gave them a link where they could view matching items. So you technically did like 2 call to actions there. So that's the way you want to address it. I will tell you this, that a lot of my sales, I would say about 80% of my sales do come from customer service, exceptional customer service, and because of the call to action. You want to make sure that, you understand what the customer needs. You want to recap back what you could do. You want to close out the sale with a call to action. And then on top of that, if you have additional items that go with that particular design or whatever you're selling or service or product, make sure that you let them know as well. Because a lot of times the customer won't browse through your store, they don't read the listing descriptions, or they don't read anything. So this is just an easier way for letting them know, like, hey, I could do that invite for you, but I also have table numbers, or I also have placement cards or thank you cards and so on. And a lot of times when I place the view matching items link, I usually get like 3 or 4 additional sales on top of the one that they purchased. So this is just a quick way for you to, little changes that you could do to your Etsy shop that could increase your performance, your views, your engagement, and your sales drastically by just doing these little few things that you could do in your shop. So I hope this tutorial comes in handy and helps you increase Etsy sales for 2018. And, I know in the beginning, opening a Etsy shop can be quite overwhelming, but if you use different strategies like these, plus you have great products that you're selling, plus you have great customer service, and you take the necessary time to grow your business and understand it and put all the necessary work behind it, you will eventually or have a quick thriving business on Etsy. I'll be adding more Etsy tutorials, so make sure that once again you join my YouTube channel, you subscribe. Make sure you like this video and leave me a comment, like tell me feedback on how I did on this video. If there's a particular video that you would like me to create, or a particular topic that maybe you're struggling with Etsy. Make sure also that, you share this with someone else that might need help with Etsy as well that you know of. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care.